Good morning. My name is Haas Rafferty, Secretary General of the World Taekwondo Federation. I have the honor to introduce the panel to you. To my left, our president, Dr. Changhwa Cho, and next to him, Mr. Steven Lopez, five-time Olympian. And the last one on the left, we have Julia, the athlete from Brazil. To my right, we have Mr. Philip Bodo, and to his right, we have Mr. Carlos Fernandez. Mr. President, the floor is yours.
Good morning again, and I'm really happy to be here in Rio, and we are ready to show our Taekwondo competition from tomorrow. Since we had a wonderful Taekwondo competition in London Olympic Games, and we are very excited to introduce several changes of our competition. Mainly the competition area is we changed to the octagon shape of the competition area, and also we allowed to wear the athletes the colored pants. And moreover, first time we introduced PSS in London, only body protector, but this time we extend the headgear. So this competition will be more fair and transparent in our competition. And also, we are really respect gender equality. That's why we brought the 15 female international referees and 15 male referees. So I hope we are ready to enjoy our Taekwondo competition in this Rio Olympic Games. 63 countries are participating, and also we expect more than 20 countries will receive medals in this Taekwondo competition. And 7 countries for the first time to appearance in Taekwondo competition in Olympic Games. So we are really happy and ready to have our wonderful Taekwondo competition this time. So all the spectators and also TV viewers will enjoy Taekwondo competition.
Thank you. I'm just very pleased and happy, first of all, to be here in Rio, to be here next to our president. It's a great honor, and to be in front of you guys. This is my 5th Olympics, and to be quite honest, it feels like it's my first one. A lot of people tell me, Steven, you're going for your 5th, and I have to stop and think for a second, oh my God, I've been doing this for a very long time, but I feel the same passion, the same love that I felt when I first started this sport when I was 5 years old. When I step into the ring, the same excitement, I feel that to this day. And that's why I'm here, because I love this sport, what it's done for me, what it's done for my family, and it's given me a platform to be able to give back now that I've won many competitions, Olympics, World Championships. A lot of people ask me to come do talks and speaking engagements and to travel around the world. And that is very fulfilling to me, to be able to give back. And if there's something that I can say and do to help inspire and to motivate the future, that gives me a lot of fulfillment. Making my 5th Olympic team was a huge, of course, step for me, but it's not the only. I came here to do my very best and to perform my very best. I have my brother Gene, who's very honest with me, and if he told me, you know, Steven, it's time to hang it up, then I would. But I'm here to do my very best, and I'm very happy to be here. And I thank you guys for being here, and I hope to show the very best that I have come Friday.
Hello everyone, I'm very happy to be here today and happy to compete my first Olympics inside my house, and I love this atmosphere, and I'm so excited to compete. And my weight category is under 57. Last year I was competing in 57. I had to lose 10 kilograms, but it's okay. And thank you so much for everything.
Good morning, everybody. Big pleasure to be here. Just to give you some detail about the competition. President already mentioned that we're going to have for first time electronic head protectors. In London, we only had electronic body protectors. What it means? In London, the point on the body was scored by a computer, electronic, but the point to the head was scored by a corner judge. So when they see a point, they press. And sometimes, because of the position of the referee or different angle, they can miss some points. So finally, we push a lot of work to put this electronic protector. It means that now all the points coming from the body and to the head are registered by electronics. So the job of the corner judge is much more easier. Now just two things. They're just supposed to give a bonus when it's a turning kick plus 2 points or punch. So that's why we put now the corner judge on the floor, no more on the mat. And technologically, in London, we was using wireless Wi-Fi technology. And you know that in Olympics there is so many big Wi-Fi environment, and sometimes we can have we was a little bit afraid to have some interference. And now we're going to use radio communication 900 megahertz, which is much safe. So we are very confident about this issue, and especially to try to increase the level of our technology in London. And in the past, we only had like on electronic foot protectors, we have some magnet. And the magnet, there is a connection with the head to the body. And we had 7 magnets for the first time in Olympics. And we're going to have 11 magnet socks. So it looks like in regard of technology, we increase a lot, which is a very good news for the player. And for transparency, it looks like both players have exactly the same chance and the same condition in regard of technology. So it's a big hope for these Olympic Games. Thank you.
Thank you, Philippe. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to open the floor for questioning.
Duncan Mackay, Inside the Games. Can I ask the President, how important are all these technological changes you've made and the coloured trousers? I mean, how important is that to make your sport relevant to the Olympic Games and a young audience?
Yes, as you know, the Taekwondo is very ancient Korean martial arts. They're saying more than 3,000 years old. But the Taekwondo, now they call Taekwondo. So we introduce most of the technology and before any other martial arts sports are doing. Because especially Olympic Games, the fair and transparent games result is very important. That's why we're trying very hard to introduce a protector and scoring system in London. And of course, now we are debuting the head sensor headgear. So this will be more fair and transparent. And young kids also love to have the fair and transparent games. So I think this Rio Olympic Games will be the best of the best Olympic Taekwondo.
Andrew Salmon, World Taekwondo. For Steve, please, Steve Lopez. Steve, apparently Michael Phelps was walking by the swimming pool the other day. Some kid came up to him and said, "Hey, I hear you're the Stephen Lopez of swimming." But I mean, jokes aside, you are sort of seen as the Michael Phelps of Taekwondo. I think the only Taekwondo athlete ever in 5 consecutive Olympic Games, 3 medals. What do you realistically hope to achieve at this Games, given that you're no longer a spring chicken? You're 37, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And second question, if I may, what are your plans, regardless of medals, post-Rio? Thank you.
Yes, I am no spring chicken. No, you know, it's I do this sport, like I mentioned earlier, because I love it. I have a passion for it. It's something that my family all did together, and it's something we still do together, and it's just a part of my family. And that's why I do it, because it's given me so much personally, and I grow every single time I step in the ring as a person. And Taekwondo has changed so much from the year 2000, my first Olympics. If you saw Olympics from 2000 and Olympics 2016, it's night and day. 1 point to the head in 2000, now it could be 4 points to the head in 2016 with the spinning technique. So a lot has changed, a lot of innovations, a lot more excitement, and that gives me a whole new fuel to be able to want to do this more, because at some point there is a motivating factor. Oh, why do this again? If you've won everything there is to win, why continue doing it? Well, Taekwondo is always changing. You're always learning, and that's what keeps me engaged. Why I want to be here is to be the very best that I can be. And every single time I train, every single kick I kick, I think, if I needed this kick in the last second at the Olympic Games, will it score? And that's the way I train, and that's why the way I expect to compete. And so my expectation is to go out there and perform at my best, and I know my very best is good enough to win a gold medal. Post-Olympics. Well, you know, in 2000, I was 21 years old, and I thought that was going to be my first and last Olympics. And then once I was on that first place podium, if you can imagine something that you have dreamt since you were a little boy, you know, the dream of being an Olympian started for me in 1988. That's when Taekwondo first became an Olympic sport. And I remember sitting in the living room with my parents and my brother and seeing in the opening ceremonies, you know, 100, you know, Korean guys in their Taekwondo uniform doing a pumse that I knew. And I remember looking at my brother Gene and going, Gene, Taekwondo is an Olympic sport now. And I was a little boy, 9 years old. I remember right there, I knew what I wanted to do when I grew up. And so I went and competed. I won the gold medal. And afterwards, I was like, I want to feel this moment again. And so I can't tell you that I'm done. I really can't. I haven't thought what I'm going to do after these Olympics. I have 100% focus on these Olympics on this Friday. After Friday, then I can answer that question a little better.
My name's Jeremy Walker. I work for the Olympic Council of Asia. Question, please, for Mr. President. At the moment, South Korea, they've only won, well, they've won 6 gold medals, 4 of them in archery. They will obviously think this is a great chance now to, with the Taekwondo, to increase the medal tally. Do you expect the Koreans to dominate?
Well, that's a very interesting question. Actually, after we introduced ranking system, we open to the country can participate more than 4 athletes. So this time, Korea got 5 athletes to participating. And well, actually, I'm not Muslim, but I can only say inshallah. So nobody knows. For instance, last London Olympic Games, nobody expect 8 medals went to 8 different countries, and 5 medals to Europe, and 2 medals in Asia, and 1 medal in South America. So this competition, what WTF can do is more fair and transparent judgment. So that's all I can say.
Chang-Chan Lee, and one for the Julia. Do you satisfy your new pants, the black pants? And for the Stephen Lopez, the headgears and new pants and some kinds of octagon stage, these kinds of changes enhance to interest of the attendances to watching Taekwondo games. Do you think so?
Yes, black pants is okay for us, but I prefer the white one. Yeah, the tradition, and I think other countries will use color pants.
Yes, after we allowed to wearing colored pants, and as I mentioned, 63 countries will participate, and out of that, 20 countries will wear colored pants. So about 1/3 of the athletes will wear new uniforms.
Yeah, I love sports going with the technology, with the headgears, with the new point system, the ranking system. I think Taekwondo has become a lot more professional, like the president said, a lot more transparent, and I think a lot more exciting for the spectators. You know, they say that Taekwondo is a not mainstream sport, but in the United States, you can't go to one neighborhood, you see a Taekwondo school. You go another neighborhood, you go see a Taekwondo school. I meet somebody, oh, my cousin or my nephew or my grandchild, my father, they all love Taekwondo, and everyone does Taekwondo. And that's where I feel very proud, because since 2000, since it became official sport, you know, I've been able to humbly put Taekwondo on the map in my weight, in my country. And so I think with the pants, with the new system, with the point system, I think it's added a whole new dimension to the sport, and I think it's bringing a lot of spectators to want to watch.
Raj from AP. Just a question to the president. How confident are you about the scoring system? Obviously, you've changed the pattern of scoring, but Taekwondo always has had controversies in the past about scoring.
Yes.
So how confident are you this time it'll be a smooth affair?
Yes, that was very long time ago. After we introduced in the protector and scoring system and the video replay system in London, so any trouble for the judging and refereeing result. And this time, especially as Philippe Pueda mentioned, we are using radio system, so there will be no malfunction. So I'm 100% sure this will be the most fair and transparent Taekwondo competition in Olympic Games.
I thank you very much for your time. It's been a pleasure to have this time with you.